Hello, welcome back for another video. This is Tibone here, and today we are going to be going over the Artificer mod in Baldur's Gate 3. This introduces the Artificer class. It actually is pretty fun. So we're going to be going over to, and I'm going to overview every subclass and do a brief introduction to that and go over it a little bit, show you guys how it works in combat and how the mod works. Now, do keep in mind that you do need 5e spells for this mod to work, and I downloaded this on Nexus Mods. I will have this mod in the link in the description. All right, so we're going to be going to the Artificer class right here. This is what it's going to look like once you download the mod. You get access to your cantrips right here. At level 1, you get to pick out of these cantrips. And then you set your ability scores. The thing about Artificers is you're pretty mad, which... not in the crazy mad, but you're multi-ability score dependent. So you want straight because you get extra attack and you use attacks. You want intelligence because you scale off of intelligence. And you want dexterity for if you want to go ranged. You can bump that up, or you also want it for your initiative. And then you also want constitution for your concentration spells. So you're pretty all over the place. So I dumped wisdom. I boosted my intelligence. I have constitution, dexterity, and then strength. Skills, you can pick whatever you feel you're proficient at here. Arcana makes sense, investigation, perception. All right, at level 2 for your Artificer, you get to choose from your infusions. So what you get here is you can get enhanced defense, which I always run because it gives you +1 bonus to armor class, a piece of armor, shield against +2 bonus when you reach the 10th level. You can pick Infused Enchant Weapon, which does the same thing, gives you 1+ bonus to attack and damage, and then +2 when you're in 10th level. Arcane Focus gives you +1 to spell and attack rolls, and then +2 at the 10th level. And then Repeating Shot gives +1 to attack and damage roll with it, and when you use a ranged attack, it ignores the loading property, which kind of really doesn't flow into... Baldur's Gate like it would 5th edition, because you're not really using ammunition, you're just shooting. So that really doesn't flow well into Baldur's Gate 3. So I usually don't go with that. Infusion Bag of Holding. This is actually really, really good. And there's a neat trick that I'm going to show you that is kind of funny. And later on with this, so we're going to go with this one. And it gives you Bag of Holding. It's not infinite, but it does give you a whole bunch of carrying space, which feels really, really good. So we're not going to take this one. We are going to go with Homunculus Servant. This gives us a mechanical servant, basically. It's the same thing as the familiar, but it's a mechanical one. You get Radiant Weapon, which gives you light on your weapon, and a +2 to, or +1 to attack and damage. So at level 3, this is where things get interesting for the Artificer, and you actually get to choose your subclass. So we're going here to subclass. We get to choose from Alchemist, Armorer, Artillerist, and Battlesmith. Artillerist is you get the Eldritch Cannon, and you get to blast away. You're pretty dependent on that. See, here's right here your Eldritch Cannon, and you get additional spells. So the Battlesmith is pretty self-explanatory. It's a combination of Protector and Medic. A Battlesmith is an expert in defending others and repairing both. So you actually get access to heals. This is your support side of the Artificer class. You get Steel Defender. Your trinkets are born in a Faithful Commandants Steel Defender. You can summon it freely and give it commands in battle. You basically summon this animatronic dude, and you're pretty dependent on him, and you can support while he fights. Armor. This is self-explanatory. You're pretty much a tank. You're massive. You take a lot of damage. You get Arcane Armor, which is really good. Your Metallurgic pursuits have led you making armor of a conduit of your magic. As an action, you can turn a suit of armor you are wearing into Arcane Armor. I really like it for Armor Model Guardian. You design armor to be the benefit of your frontline conflict. And then you get Infiltrator and customized armor for subtle undertaking. I think these are actually really cool. So then we have our Alchemist right here. You get Produce Experimental Elixir. You can magically produce experimental elixirs with random effects. The numbers you can make per long rest increase with your level and class. You can create additional experimental elixirs by expanding a spell slot. Expending a spell slot. Reading is hard. Elixirs that are not consumed disappear after a long rest. Now, the cool thing about this is you can actually use a couple of these elixirs and they will stack on top of each other. But it's kind of like wild magic to where you have a table of elixirs that you have, but you don't get to pick which one you're going to use. It just comes at random. So I'm going to pick Armorer. I'm going to go into this one first, and then we're going to dive into the other ones. I do want to mention again, at level 6, you get more infusions that you can pick from, and you also get create spell slot, which is really good. And then you get Boots of the Winding Path. You can infuse a pair of boots, allowing the wearer to increase the movement speed by 10 feet and don't provoke opportunity attacks. All right, so let's go over a few things that we have gotten here. So I'm going to do infused enhanced defense. We're going to select that. So it boosts our AC to 21. That lasts until long rests. We have enhanced weapon. Now we do have bag of holding. And I'm going to save because I want to show you guys something. I'm going to walk over here to these guys. So if you read here, your bag of holding is, you learn how to do it. If you using this infusion twice or placing the bag of holding inside of another extra dimensional space, it instantly destroys both items and opens a gate to the astral plane. The gate originates where the one item was placed in the other. Any creature within 10 feet of the gate is sucked through it to a random location in the astral plane. The gate then closes. The gate is the only way it can be reopened. So this is cool. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to pull back a little bit. Then I'm going to make it again. Instantly kill everything. That was intense. And everything just shreds. So if you want to sacrifice somebody, you can actually use that, and it's pretty cool. All right, so we got armor model of the Guardian. We're going to use this. And that is equipped. These are a few of our spells. We also get Chemical Adept. You achieved profound understanding of how to use and create consumables. This is for all Artificer classes, by the way. The only thing that's different is the Infiltrator and the Guardian. So we can choose our homunculus. I like the spider. Pop it out over here. And now I have a little mechanical spider. And what he does is he spits acid. And it's pretty cool. So we also have salvage chemicals. We have spell storing item. You've learned to store spells into scrolls. The magic lasts until long rest, and you can create a number of scrolls equal to your meta. So we can use this here, and then we can create all these scrolls. I think this is based off of scrolls you learned. If I remember correctly, this may be wrong, but yeah, or that, or it's just set basic skills. But I believe this is based off of ones you've learned. So now this is particular to the armorer. So I have armor model Guardian on. So I have access to Thunder Gauntlets that do 3d8 lightning damage for 1 turn. And I also get Defensive Field. And this is the little bubble that you guys saw at the beginning towards the defensive field. Now if I come over here and I attack this Steel Watcher with my Thunder Gauntlets, and we'll go ahead and crit. No, I'm attacked. So it made him mad, but watch this. We only have 20 AC, but they really don't hit us very well. So I'm going to use lightning. And then I can also hit him again because I get extra attack. It only did D8, but that's fine. I hit him again. And then in my turn. The cool thing about this is we are so defensive. So you also get Flash of Genius. This is an Artificer ability, not just an armor ability. So when you or another creature you can see within an area, I guess, makes an ability check or a saving throw, you can use your reaction to add a bonus to the roll. So what I'm going to do is they're using Ensnaring Strike on me. So I need a 13 to save. I rolled a 15, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. And I saved so where I'm not ensnared. And they killed my little dude. I'm not going to play out this entire fight. I just want you to guys see how tanky this guy is. And it looks like he bugged out or something. I don't know what he was trying to do. All right, so now we are going into the Alchemist. And this is the feature of this. This is also a support type of character. And you can brew elixirs. So you can produce experimental elixir. Produce one of your daily elixirs. You can use it as action, or you can produce one and it can consume a spell slot. So we're going to use one of these. And that created improved experimental elixir of resilience. Drinker gains a bonus to AC, so we're going to drink that. Gives us +2 to AC. We have experimental elixir charges of 5 still. So we're going to use this again, and we're going to consume a spell slot this time. And what that is going to do is it going to give us improve elixir of boldness. The drinker gets a temporary bonus to attack rolls and saving throws. So we're going to drink this one. And as you see, these two stack. So you can actually use these in combination with each other. And then I did another one, and we can get an elixir of flight. So now we can fly. Let's drink this. And now we have 3 elixirs on us, which is actually pretty cool. So I'm not sure how high it'll stack, but now we can use this, and we can fly anywhere around here. I don't want to fly too far off because I don't want to give a lot of spoilers. I'm sure many of you have completed the game already if you're already modding. If not, well, don't look around the screen. Just look at the guy. So we're doing that, and then we get our spells, which is pretty common and basic. Oh, don't look at that. Pretty common and basic right here. You get Chemical Mastery, you get Chemical Adept, you get your Produce Experimental Elixirs, Tools for the Job. You get that for each Artificer. And then we get our cantrips right here, which are all basic to any Artificer right here. And then you get healing spells with this. You get generic Revivify and Cure Wounds and stuff, but you actually get a bit more spells specific to Artificer. All right, so now we are getting into... All right, so now we're getting into the Battlesmith. We're going to summon our Steel Defender right here. And that's our Construct. Pretty standard affair. Now, I think this one's actually pretty cool because you get a little bit extra spells with it. And you get Conjure Barrage, which can shoot out. And that's actually an ability that a ranger gets too. Now, a cool thing that we get for the Battlesmith is we get Arcane Jolt uses. You can use this energy a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. So what the Arcane Jolt does, it gives you some extra damage or healing. Let's try and use it on Big Buddy Halston over here. So I'm going to hit him. Then I'm going to use Arcane Jolt. Going to use that. Then I'm going to hit him again. And then I'm going to use Heal to heal myself. So it's pretty cool. And then my Steel Defender. You come over here, you can use some Mending, or you can just use Force Empowered Rend. And there you go. You can do 5 to 12 damage. And this is at level 12. So he also has Arcane Jolt uses. All right, so for our Artillerist, These are the spells that we automatically get for the Artillerist. And then these are the spells that we get for Artificer. And then these are the class actions that we get for Artillerist. And then this is, we can summon an Eldritch Cannon, which I will show you guys how to do that here. So we can go down here, and then we can summon our Eldritch Cannon. We can summon a tiny one. So we're going to do the big one. And that's what it looks like here. And we can take control of our Eldritch Cannon. And we can use Flamethrower. We can use Self-Destruct. Or we can use Force Ballista. Force Ballista, we're going to use it on this guy over here. 14 damage. Not too bad. Flamethrower shoots a burst. And then we can self-destruct. So I'm going to take him and move him over here. And then we're going to self-destruct, which is actually pretty gnarly. So you can summon another one again on a short rest. So we're going to take a short rest. And then we're going to summon a tiny one. So as you see that here, we got a tiny Eldritch Cannon. So as you see here, we can use Flamethrower, and we get these abilities for our tiny ranged cannon. So we pretty much turn into a gunslinger. We can use that. Use it over here so you can see a better effect. And then we can use the blast. Then we have all of our other abilities that we get. You know, we get the Arcane Arrow, Flash of Genius. You know, just some pretty cool things. We can use Arcane Firearm, and then that's basically what we're shooting from is the gun, which is pretty cool. And it actually does a good bit, 620, and that's actually better than some ranged weapons that you get in the game in terms of damage-wise. All right, that is it from me. This is just an overview of the Artificer class in general. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like it, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe on what your favorite class is of the Artificer subclasses. Thank you very much. Tibone out.